Welcome Southern Cross faculty and future students. Today in our HVE presentation we are going to be learning about the name game. The name game is a part of the invasion game category and it focuses on tactical awareness skills. As you can see on the screen, there is the Australian Primary School curriculum linked and it's to the foundational year, as this is the year that we'll be focusing with. Throughout this video, we're going to explain the equipment needed, the positioning of the team configurations, and we'll be continuing to have our modifications throughout our freeze moments where we build our adapted game where the child's voice is heard and involved with this decision-making process. In our first slide, we can see 6 individual players spread evenly around a circle, with our middle player being our interceptor or our opposition player. The goal is to say another child's name, throw an underarm throw that will then allow them to catch it, or the interceptor to then enter the middle. When the middle child, who is our interceptor, catches the ball, they are going to swap with the child within the circle. This will give everyone an even chance at both catching, throwing and intercepting. Once the child within the middle of the circle swaps to the outside, this will begin a new round of the game. As soon upcoming will be our first freeze moment. Welcome to our first freeze moment. As we have seen, the children have been saying other children's names and passing the ball through the circle. Now, within this freeze moment, the question I would like to pose is, how can we make it a little bit harder for the person that's in the middle, our inceptor, to be able to not so much get the ball so easy? That's a great idea. We can also roll the ball, or we could do silent passes. I believe that rolling the ball would be a great idea. That way the child in the middle, we'll still say their name, who we're passing it to, but they need to look if it's going up or down. Welcome to our second freeze moment. As we have seen, children have been rolling and throwing the ball. We've also seen side-to-side passes, and now I would like to ask, how can we make it a bit trickier for the catching and throwing going outside the circle? Oh, that's a very good point. We can get a different shaped ball. So in our resources for this, we've had the option of a softball, in which we started with, a basketball, and an oval shaped football. You would like to use a football? Okay, amazing. Is there any other modifications that we can think of that might enhance our game? Only passing through the middle of the circle. Okay, so our new rule is we are going to use an oval shaped ball, and we're only going to pass through the middle of the circle to the child of which we say their name. After our last modification, that will bring us to the end of this introduction video to the game, Our Names. As we have seen, the children have been able to make decisions to practically inform their game while including fairness. This game can also be modified in multiple other ways, including creating more and less space, and also adding more interceptor players in the middle to create some challenges. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that we can continue this soon.